And welcome into the last part, at least of the regular season, hopefully just the regular season of season 2 of the Georgia Only Challenge, as we are currently sitting 7-5, tied with the Buccaneers. And I mean exactly tied, because I kept forgetting we've already played both of our games against the Buccaneers this year. They did win the last matchup, which is why I think they are above us currently in the division. So that is actually a much better situation, I feel like, now that we technically have split the series from the season and have the same current record. We will not be playing most of our division rivals in this episode. We will have the Panthers in week 18. Unless we start dropping games and they start picking up some games, I don't think that'll come down to be a very important one. Primarily, we just need to keep up with the Bucs and try to get in front of them if we can to secure our spot in the playoffs. As we take a look currently, we are slated as that 7th seed. We could go up to the 4th seed if we got above the Buccaneers. So there are some things we could do to help secure our spot. But as this episode begins, we are slated to make the playoffs, if trends continue, in season 2, which has not happened yet in any of these state-only challenges. So I was kind of correct, at least knock on wood, that the Georgia team would break some records. So if we can make the playoffs, they would set the record for the quickest playoff run of any of these state-only challenges. And we start with Green Bay. Now, don't overlook the 5-7 record. They have Josh Allen on offense. They also have Harris as well at running back. So they have some good players. Don't know why they're 5-7. Just seems like their passing game, surprisingly, isn't that good. And they give up a lot of rushing yards on defense. At least that's what the overall rankings tell us. But we will jump into this game because, well, all of them are going to matter currently. So we'll try to watch maybe a majority of these games and just watch lesser of each of the games. That's at least what I'm thinking off the get-go. But let's jump in and try to get another W on the board.
I don't take sh- I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh- I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh- I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do, so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move, so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that.
And we'll be starting off with the rare offensive beginning. Kind of messed it up by saying start with earlier. Either way, we're starting off with a run, and not a great one. 1 yard rush there from Cook, who needs about a little over 252, and he'll hit 1,000 on the season. But it doesn't look like he's going to get any more options to run here as we go with a empty set. 3 up top, 2 to the bottom. Quick pass will go. Was that Isaiah McKenzie maybe? Not sure. Yeah, Isaiah McKenzie, 5 yards to make it 3rd and 4. Another empty set here for Stafford. Bunch to the bottom. We'll go to the bottom and we'll find Cook with a first down to the 40. I feel like though Cook is probably pretty close to the 1,000-yard total yard mark, as he has been involved pretty heavily in the passing game as well, but a nice tackle in the backfield at the line of scrimmage. I believe that was Owe? Yes, it was. So shotgun look here, 2 receivers up top, 1 off the screen to the bottom. Stafford will throw to the middle, nice catch. Plenty of room still going, and will fall over the defender with a first down at the 39. That is the rookie tight end, Carl Glenn. He's done pretty solid this year and is improving as the season goes along, and finally get a little bit of some positive run, but only again another yard. So 3 rushes for 2 yards. Not great, as Jerick McKinnon checks in, and he'll take the, I almost said jet sweep, the stretch to the top, and he'll get 4. Will be another 3rd and short, 3rd and medium. Maybe some people would say that as 3 to the bottom, 2 up top, empty look again. And we go all the way to the top, catch, turn up, and out of bounds. James Cook with another first down. Well, it hasn't been splashy, but it's worked pretty well so far. 1st and 10, getting close to the red zone with this throw. Depends on the spot. They'll say at the 20, so we'll say the red zone. That'll leave us with 2nd and 4. Audible or a hot route made there. We'll go with the run down the middle, and there's a little bit more room for Cook down to about the 10-yard line. Pretty much quadrupled, if not a little bit more, his yardage total on just one run. Will be another run here. Maybe if he cut back in, we might be in the end zone. It'll be a shorter gain of 3. Granted, that is still more than what his first couple runs were. Jerick McKinnon checks in. He'll take another stretch, this time to the bottom, and stuffed by, I believe, a corner, number 5. Nice job. Was Elliott on the tackle. That will leave us 3rd and 10 at the 10, maybe a millimeter before the goal line for a first down. Stafford throws to the bottom corner and caught back of the end zone. Carl Glenn. I'm pretty sure that is the first time we've seen him score a touchdown. I think he's scoring some in the Sims. But that was a nice throw, nice catch. And that'll put us up by 7. And we'll watch the first possession on defense as well, and then probably jump into a little bit of some quicker sim. It will be a pass here for Allen on first down, thrown to the bottom of the screen. Caught will be about a gain of 3. Thought it was going to be more of a gain of 2, but they give him a little bit more. Jalen Reagor on the catch as I go I formation here. Hard count, no one jumps. It'll be a run right down the middle for Najee Harris. We'll get about another 3. This time they say 2, so I guess just flip whatever I imagine it's going to be. It'll be an empty set here, 3rd and 5. Trips up top, 2 to the bottom. Allen across the middle, wide open. Receiver number 10 with the first down. And that was Jerry Jeudy. So a very similar style of receiver so far from what we've seen. Allen going to roll to the bottom. We'll find an open tight end. Is that Freiermuth? No, Harrison Bryant? Harris Bryant? I can't quite remember now. Will be another pass. Allen deep across the middle and caught. Not Jerry Jeudy. It's 80, not 10. And that is how we end the first quarter. A big strike there from the Packers, getting them into plus territory. So to start the second quarter, bunch to the bottom for Allen, who's going to roll to the top and then go back to the bottom, and we'll find number 2. Is that one Reagor? Or no, Robert Woods. At least I think it's Woods. It hasn't popped up on the top. D. Moore. Why I should know D. Moore. Why can I not remember? Can't remember. Can't remember the first name. It doesn't matter. First down at the 17 for Jamison Crowder. A lot of different receivers here and some decent names. I wouldn't say they have any splashy guys. But do you need that when you have Jared Allen at quarterback? Don't think so. 2nd and 1. Are they going to hand the ball off to Harris anytime soon? I would imagine with a 2nd and short they would, but no, they go with a pass, and we'll find Jeudy, who is shy of the end zone. Now you would definitely imagine they hand this one off to Harris. Goal line versus goal line. Who is the stronger of the two? Going to be a pass, and it's going to be a caught for a touchdown by Bryant. Tie this thing back up as we'll jump into a little bit of some quicker sim. So can we retake a lead? We'll start with a gain of 6 by Cook. We'll get another 2, 3rd and short. Converts on the 7-yard run. Throwaway, not fantastic. Then knocked away by Nick Crossleaf's 3rd and long, and we're close. I want us to go for this, so let's jump on in. 4th and 2, and both teams coming out in a heavy look here. About at midfield, hard count, no one jumps. We'll trust it. Jerick McKinnon will squeak out enough, about an extra yard, maybe yard and a half. So we'll go right back onto that quick sim. 10 yards here for Isaiah McKenzie, but somehow was short of the first down, but we get it here with Cook. Another throwaway from Stafford, 2nd and 10. Another throwaway. 3rd and 10, 10 yards to Pickens. Is it a first down, though? I would like to know. Yes, okay, luckily it is. A gain of 5 from Cook. Another throwaway. A lot of throwaways here as we throw away again. We'll take the field goal with about 2 minutes left before half. Younghoe Koo is good. We did learn last episode that he struggles from a little bit beyond 50 or 50 or and a little bit more, so Something to be cautious of as we have a 3rd and short here. And the defense gets the stop if they punt. And they do. 1:40. Let's jump in with the offense. We have 2 timeouts left. Packers have 3, and we're all the way down at our own 7. But how about we toss this one up? Isaiah McKenzie stretching towards the sideline, gets the catch, but not the feet inbounds. Really have to secure that. That should have been a huge chunk. Could have also been thrown a little bit away from the sideline, but can't hate it. As a really good run there from Cook. We'll set up a 3rd and short. We'll jump into some hurry up here. Go with the running back draw. Line needs to block. They don't block amazingly, but they get enough of it done. We'll let the clock continue to run. Save these timeouts. Don't really want to use a lot of timeouts until we get to the other side of the field. Gonna try to roll out here. End up tossing this one, and that one gets intercepted. Nice tackle there from the offensive lineman. Saves a touchdown. But the receiver has to make a play on that. Can't let Nelson jump it. Should have been an easy completion as we look at the replay here. Pickens was there. Great job from Nelson, though, to jump it. Can't take that away from it, but just really want to see that receiver attack the ball. And now leaves the Packers in a great position to at least tie this game up with a field goal. They have 46 seconds, 3 timeouts. Really unfortunate play there as they go with a swing to the outside and a quick tackle gain of 3. And it looks like we're going to see a good bit of shotgun for both of these teams. Trips to the top here for Allen. That's where he goes all the way to the top. Number 2 with the catch. Down at the 8. 1st down and 2nd timeout call. And it looks like a very similar formation. Maybe just a tighter tight end to the top of the formation. Will be another pass here from Allen. Pass rush not quite getting there. Allen rolling to the bottom. Has a defender there who will force him to slide down. I don't know why Wyatt is standing up in coverage, but it doesn't quite matter. Touchdown. Packers take the lead. And with 11 seconds left before halftime, I don't imagine much is going to happen here unless we could get a nice chunk play. We're going to try to find Pickens in some soft coverage. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, call a timeout. And maybe we could get a quick play to the outside, and that would about be the only real thing that we could do. Or a receiver over the top. Pickens beat the deep safety, and he is gone to take the lead right before half. No time left on the clock. And the safety, the free safety, or I think it was, no, strong safety, over on that right-hand side just played that a little bit too shallow. Pickens was able to easily get over the top, and Stafford able to place that ball nicely away from the defender on the run, and you weren't going to catch him at that point. We'll start the second half in some quicker sim once again. Harris gets 8 on the first carry and then only 1, so 3rd and short. But he definitely converts on 3rd down. Another 13 here to Rager. 14 to Judy. And then a sack by Lorenzo Carter. Push them back for 2nd and 20. Judy will get 14. 3rd and 6. Penalty on Tyson Campbell. Puts them close to the end zone and into the end zone with Rager. They retake the lead 21-17. So far today, this has been a good battle. Primarily the offense is making the plays. The Packers defense did have that one interception that was a big one and allowed them to really have the lead as we go deep here again. Mecole Hardman with a big chunk crossing midfield to the 45. Matthew Stafford, 12 of 20 on the day, but most of those incompletions are just straight up throwaways. We're not missing the passes and we're not really getting a lot of them knocked away. Another completion here. James Cook coming back for it, and we do get the forward progress on the catch, so another 1st down. And I'll get us down to the 34 as we come out with a triple tight end set, all 3 to the bottom. Cook at running back. Will be a stretch to the bottom, needs to cut up, and that's a much better read. We're seeing him progress a little bit there with that ball carrier vision. Possibly even a little bit of awareness as well. 2nd and 6, trips to the bottom. Tight end just off the line to the top. Will be a run down the middle and not getting very far. Set up 3rd and 5. The tight shotgun set here. Cook still in the backfield. Hard count, no one jumps. Stafford has a couple guys across the middle, and that time he just completely missed. But even with a field goal, we would still be down a point. So let's go for it here. Gonna make a hot route there with McKenzie. And that's where we're gonna go, to the outside. Isaiah McKenzie gets the catch and the first down, about a gain of 8. So we'll jump back into the watch view here as Stafford goes under center. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. Will be a run. Nice job there just in general from Cook. Found some space. We'll get about 9.5. We'll set up 2nd and inches as we go I form. 2 receivers up top. Stafford take the snap, stretch to the bottom, and Cook through 2 tacklers, and he's headed to the house, but there is a flag. Can't take that run away. It was too good. And that's killer on center, Ben Jones. But it looked like that was a bit downfield as we only have 2nd and 2, so we only lost about 1.5 yards. Stretch to the top. Isaiah McKenzie, come back, get the block. No, but a first down from Cook. As we now go empty set here, trips to the bottom, twins up top. Stafford in the backfield. He's going to send over Isaiah McKenzie. No, not McKenzie. That's Jerick McKinnon. We'll take the jet sweep and say gain of nothing. I do like that idea, though. We'll go back to that tight shotgun look here on 2nd and goal. Quick toss to the outside. Cook tries to run through both defenders, but down at the 1. And we'll go empty set here on 3rd and goal. Again, trips to the bottom, twins up top. Will be a pass. Easy easy catch for another touchdown on the day for the rookie tight end, former receiver, Carl Glenn. And we'll jump into some quick sim here, see if our defense can finally hold on to a lead as the Packers are moving downfield starting the 4th quarter. Gain of 7. Penalty again on Tyson Campbell. Luckily, it doesn't give up a whole lot. DJ Moore, that's what the D Moore is. Yep. Makes sense now. 18 yards to Jerry Jeudy as they get inside the red zone. Come on, defense. We need you to make a stop here. 3rd and 4. They get 4. And that gives them 1st and goal. And DJ Moore gives them the lead once again. And I'm going to step in here with this offense. As we're in crunch time this season, we want to make sure we lock up a spot in the postseason. We're going to go down the middle here with Cook, get a gain of 5, and we're going to start chewing this clock. We're not in the lead right now. We're down 4, but we could work our way down the field, taking a lot of time off the clock, and then get that lead as we have Mecole Hardman wide open. Will be a chunk play down the sideline and out of bounds at the 35. It's not going to help take a lot of time off the clock, but it'll help get us closer to scoring range as we're going to send Isaiah McKenzie in motion. And this time he'll take the jet sweep around the outside, trying to get in between some of these defenders, but brought down at the 21. Try to utilize a little bit of the outside. I feel like that's something we haven't done a lot this season besides just going with the stretches. Toss this one all the way to the outside. Carl Glenn with the catch will turn up close to another first down, and we get it. Now we'll come out in the pistol look here. Bunch to the right. Jerick McKinnon back at running back. And really good blocking. Be forward for a gain of 6. And I'm really looking for Carl Glenn here on basically a wheel route. However, it doesn't get the separation. But Matthew Stafford, how about you try to get a rushing touchdown? But no, just shy. Oweh keeps him out. Fine by me. We'll let the clock continue to roll here. About 2.5 minutes left, and we're an inch from the goal line. Down the middle we go. Sony Michel is in to re-give us a lead, and I feel like that's the first touchdown he's got just in general this entire series. Or not too long of a series, but still. Now we just need our defense to come up big here. Just get the stop for us. Be a pass across the middle, and Jerry Jeudy once again. He's definitely been the number 1 target for sure today. And we're not doing much to stop Allen as we hit the 2-minute warning. He's 22 of 24 on the day. So definitely need to tighten up the coverage here as they come out empty set. Allen takes the snap and will step up, rolling to the top, and will throw to a wide open receiver once again, and that's going to be a face mask on Stokes. Considering we're only up by 3, that really does not help us. Under 2 minutes, bunch to the bottom. Field goal ties this game up. Touchdown gives them a lead by 4. They go with the swing pass to the tight end, and he won't get much. Actually, we'll get a gain of 7. It's not too bad on first down. 2nd and 3, bunch up top. Or not bunch, trips up top. As they go to Najee Harris. The first down at the 12. And hurry up offense. Both teams do have their 3 timeouts. Allen across the middle caught, and that should be an easy touchdown. Defense has been Swiss cheese today. And we know what we have to do on offense. Once again, march down the field and put our team up. We'll go with a short pass. Carl Glenn to the outside. We'll get the catch, stretch out of bounds. First down, not bad. He does have 89 speed, so for a tight end, it's pretty quick. The out route, or the flag route, I think, corner route for Isaiah McKenzie looks promising. That's where we're going to go. Pass thrown just about a yard or 2 too far out in front. And we'll come back with a little bit of RPO here. We have all of our timeouts, so it should be fine if we run a few here. James Cook will get forward for a 3rd and 1. We'll stick with that RPO. And we'll go with the run once again. Has a lead blocker out in front with Pickens. And we're down to the 40, about the 40, under 40 seconds. We'll call our first timeout. Again, we need a touchdown. Field goal doesn't help us at all. And we had an option early, but we ended up hesitating, and we'll have to throw it away. I believe it was Jerick McKinnon on a slant route that was open, but we ended up going in a different direction. Have a couple underneath routes here. Wait for something to open up, and that pass is nowhere close from Stafford. Had Mecole Hardman completely wide open. I don't think there was anyone within about 10 yards of him. That also counts for the ball placement as well, as we go back to Carl Glenn, and that is a nice placement. First down inside the 5. Couldn't get into the end zone, but gives us a chance. 1st and goal, 1 timeout remaining, 20 seconds on the clock. Jerick McKinnon in the slot will motion over, take the jet sweep. We try to get to the outside, but a great job by number 5, Elliott. We've seen him make plays today as we try to go with a hurry up play here. Snap the ball. We don't have a lot of time. Have to call a timeout. Wouldn't let me snap it. I don't know if you could hear it, but I was clicking away and just, it would not snap the ball. So this is for the game. 2nd and goal. 2 seconds left. We have to find something open. And Pickens, can you just roll a little bit further open? There he is with the game-winning touchdown. No time left, just like we did prior to halftime. We come back and we retake the lead and win this game. And what makes it even better is that it was against the Packers. So we will get another win on this season. We'll see if the Buccaneers happen to win their game. I didn't even look at the game updates along the bottom. All that I know that matters right now is that we win, and we sure did that today. And the Buccaneers lost, not only dropping them down in the division, but dropping them from 1 to 3. They dropped 2 spots, so we now sit atop, still a close battle, and if we view the playoff picture, that should move us up to at least 4th. Indeed, we are currently slated to play against the Seahawks, who are the 5th seed. So far looking good. But yet again, we have another team who doesn't have a fantastic record, not an awful record. They're only 1 game less of wins, 1 more loss than we are. But they have Joe Burrow, and it looks like they also have a really good defense. So again, we'll do the same thing. We'll watch a little bit of this game. We'll probably start simming more of the game just because we still have to get through week 18. But this would be another big one. And now we're back to the normal, starting on defense first. Looks like it should be a pass play, and it will be for Burrow. First play knocked away, Nakobe Dean. That'll bring up 2nd and 10, trips up top, shotgun set. Tight end just off the line to the bottom will be another quick pass, and this time not knocked away, but dropped by the receiver to be 3rd and 10. A heavy tight end look, 3 of them to the top of the line. One lone receiver to the bottom, Joe Burrow taking a deep drop back. We'll find one of those tight ends not getting very far. Quickly brought down by Floyd, and they'll punt away. And of course, we'll check in on our first drive on offense, starting at the 29, pretty much the 30. Will be a stretch the top here for Cook. And we're going to focus a little bit more on the run game, as that seems to be what the defense for the 49ers struggles with the most. 137 more rushing yards is all Cook needs to now get to that 1,000 marker. Will be a pass across the middle. Mecole Hardman with the catch, passing midfield down at the 47. And now a tight receiver to the bottom here. Next to 2 of our tight ends will be a play action pass. Stafford across the middle, caught. Mecole Hardman once again. This time down to the 30. And you know, when we brought in Mecole Hardman, I expected he would obviously be a good receiver for us because he was our highest overall at that point. Didn't expect him to be as good as he has been. I expected more from Pickens, who does get the catch here. Will get us another first down to the 16. Be a not a bunch. 2 receivers down to the bottom. Actually, might be 3 as we go with a run from Cook down the middle and another flag on another good Cook run. And that'll just end up backing us up again on Ben Jones. So not the best day for Jones. Will be 1st and 17 at the 23. Tight shotgun formation. Stafford takes a snap. Quick toss to the tight end and we'll get a yard. And now we'll spread it wide a little bit more. 2 to the bottom, 1 up top. Tight end just kind of backed off the line. Will be a pass to the top. There's Isaiah McKenzie, cuts up, makes 1 defender miss, and will get us to about the 11 for a 3rd and manageable. Will be twins to either side here. Hard count, no one jumps. Stafford takes a snap across the middle, caught, and into the end zone, Carl Glenn. He's come alive the last quarter of this season. That is now, what, 3 or 4 touchdowns we've seen from him today alone. Heck of a day. And now we'll hit the quick sim as Joe Burrow goes with a rush for 1, followed by a rush of 9, getting not the first down, but T. Higgins converts, gain of 11. 7 more here for Edwards. 6 right again, back to Edwards, knocked away by Tyson Campbell. 3 yards by Batty, and now 1st and 7. Interesting. Okay. 3rd and 12. They convert, 14 more yards to Edwards. 5 for Freiermuth. Pass thrown away, 3rd and 5, 27 yards down to the goal line by Freiermuth and into the end zone. T. Higgins with the rush. I'm assuming a jet sweep, you would imagine. Back over on offense, 4 more yards for Cook, followed by a pass thrown away, 3rd and 6, knocked away. We will have to punt backed up this far, and that'll end the first quarter. Second quarter starts, so it looked like they lost 3 yards on first down that we didn't get to see. 3rd and 12, pass thrown away. Defense gets the stop, and we'll start with some decent territory, not bad, and an interception, so just kidding. As the 49ers are around the 30, 2nd and 13, 8 yards Freiermuth. 3rd and 5, pass thrown away. Field goal attempt is good. We'll put them up 10-7. See if we could have a better drive here on offense. 5 yards for Cook. 4 yards for Cook, 3rd and 1. Cook converts with 6. 7 more yards. Cook again. You guessed it, more Cook. 3rd and 1. Cook does it. Another 2 for Cook. Can we give the ball to anyone else? Pass knocked away by Mosley. Not a 49er, I should say. 3rd and 7, or 4th and 7. I'm going to jump in. This would end up being a 58-yard field goal, and we know for sure that we're not going to allow Younghoe Koo to test that. So let's go with a bit of play action here. We'll roll out. We have our receiver open. There's Mecole Hardman trying to get by the defenders. Will be brought down, but that's a first down to the 16. And we'll hop into the preview, or not preview, broadcast game. That's better. As we go with a run down the middle here with Cook, trying to find some extra space, and we'll get forward for a gain of 3. 9 carries, 40 yards, his total of the day. 2nd and 7, 2 up top, 1 just off the bottom is Pickens. There'll be a run down the middle. Cook, not going to get too far. Not a great block there from Ben Jones. And he is one of the candidates, if we don't end up finishing this thing this season, knock on wood, that he's a candidate to be replaced come the offseason. Need to get rid of the pass, and he surely doesn't. We'll let Young Ho Koo come out here on 4th and 16. So to help try to tie this thing up with 2 minutes left before half, Young Ho Koo from about the 29, make it a 39-yarder. Right down the middle. Good kick there from Koo. And now just to see if the defense can keep that tie before halftime. 11 yards to start with Freiermuth. Throw away by Burrow. 7 yards to Batty. 3rd and 3. 15 yards to T. Higgins. And a penalty on Connor Williams will back him up. 1st and 20. Freiermuth will get almost all that lost yardage back. Another throwaway. 3rd and 11. Defense gets the stop. Do they go for it? No. Touchback. 40 seconds left. We're jumping in. To help try to give us a lead before half. All timeouts remain for both teams. We'll start with a short throw to the outside. Carl Glenn will get by the safety, and we'll try to juke back in, but then smartly go back out of bounds. And that was a nice play, too, because it gets us closer to midfield at the 38. A little bit of play action as we have another receiver going across the middle, and that pass, just too much air under it. Will end up being picked off by Terrell Jr. Now, is it Terrell or Terrell? I'm not quite sure. 5 yards to, I think that was Edwards, throw away. 3rd and 5. We get the ball back with an interception by Leonard Floyd. It's not often you have your pass rush getting you the INTs. And they have a couple good guys over on that right-hand side, as I do want to go over the top with Pickens, and it's another interception. Okay. Apparently that's what one-on-ones are going to look like. Happens too often in Madden that the 1v1s end up just being always intercepted. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Start on offense. 9 yards here from Cook. 9 more yards from Cook as we get a past midfield with 8 yards from Cook. Maybe we should have ran the ball a little bit more while I was out there. Loss of 3, 2nd and 13. Pickens will get 11. 3rd and 1. Conversion with Isaiah McKenzie. As we get inside the red zone with 17 yards from Pickens and a touchdown by Pickens. Called him out earlier saying we haven't seen a whole lot from him. Having one of his better games so far despite, allowing the interception on the last drive. Penalty on Chandon Sullivan will give them a lot of free yardage there. 6 yards rush, followed by 1 yard rush. 3rd and 3, 27 yards to T. Higgins. See, that seems to happen a lot in this game. Inside the red zone now, close in to the 10. They said 1st and goal. It definitely was not a 1st and goal, at least by this look. 3 yard rush, 2nd and goal, throwaway, 3rd and goal, touchdown Edwards. Well, that'll end up tying it back up as we'll continue the quick sim for the 3rd quarter. Offense starts 14 yards, Mecole Hardman. 9 more yards to Mecole Hardman. 2nd and 1, James Cook, 8 yard rush. 14 yards, Jerick McKinnon checks in. A dropped pass by Carl Glenn. Don't see that all too often. 2nd and 10, Hardman gets us inside the red zone. 1st and 10, 4 yard rush, Jerick McKinnon. Followed by 1 yard rush. 3rd and 5, touchdown once again, George Pickens. It's been Pickens and Carl Glenn just celebrating in the end zone all day today as we retake the lead 24-17. 3 yards to start. And why not? We'll let this keep running because, like I said, we have quite a few games to get through. 5 yards, Freiermuth. 3rd and 2, T. Higgins converts. It's just on replay. 2nd and 4, 8 yards. 1st and 10, minus 3 yards, T. Higgins. Don't see that too often. Pass knocked away, Eric Stokes. 3rd and 13, pass thrown away. Do they punt? They do. Are we going to start milking the clock? 2 yard loss isn't great. And then a penalty, so that'll help us out as the dog barks. Apparently didn't like the penalty all too much. And it was actually probably what I'm assuming is a face mask. 6 yards for McKinnon. Another 6 more yards gets us to midfield and go crossed with a 3 yard gain as clock is starting to tick down under 4 minutes. Matthew Stafford runs for 5 yards. Jerick McKinnon gets the catch, 9 more. 2 yards again, Jerick McKinnon, followed by another 2 yards. 3rd and 5, we get 5. 4th and inches. We kick the field goal, we go up 2 scores. And it is exactly not what we do because he missed the field goal. I need to find a new field goal kicker if we go into a 3rd season because he's been bad. 14 yards, Freiermuth. They now have the ability to tie this game late. Leonard Floyd knocks a pass away. Why is he not rushing the passer? 6 yards, 3rd and 4, 24 yards to Freiermuth. Let's jump in and watch this game. 3 timeouts remain for both teams, about a minute on the clock. They need a touchdown to tie as that's where they're going down the field and knocked out. Campbell chopping out the legs from the receiver, forces the ball out. Twins to either side here for Burrow. At the 34, be a dump off to the outside, caught, but tapped down in bounds. Smart play there from Lewis Cine. 3rd and 6, Burrow. Down to the bottom, caught, Freiermuth, first down. But about 30 seconds left, and there's their first timeout. 23 seconds at the 22. 2 timeouts remain for the San Francisco 49ers, and Joe Burrow, who is sitting in the pocket, gonna dump it off, knocked away by number 40. Honestly, I'm not sure who that is. I think maybe Tay Crowder? Not quite sure. They go underneath again. Freiermuth will get him the first down. Gotta do better tackling on the outside. 1 timeout remains for them. 13 seconds on the clock. A touchdown to tie. Joe Burrow sitting in the pocket will throw once again underneath Freiermuth, who's just trying to push his way through the defense. And they'll end up having to call their final timeout. 1 more tackle in bounds prior to the goal line. And this game is over. But it looks like all the routes are sending him into the end zone. And I was really hoping Nakobe Dean was about to pick that off, or we were about to get one of those sacks. But once again, 2 seconds left to tie this game. No timeouts remain. Not a good call whatsoever by Burrow. But we will take it. We will win the game because we forced yet again another dump off. Bend but don't break defense at its finest right there. And on top of that dub, the Saints and Buccaneers both lost. So we now have a 2-game advantage with 3 weeks left. 1 more win, and we should just about clinch up this division. And that would mean clinching up our spot in the NFL playoffs. So I kind of want to sim this Chicago Bears game, maybe the Titans game, and watch a little bit of that Week 18 game. That's the game plan. But if we win here against Chicago, we should just, like I said, we should have clinched. And that's the big important thing from this episode. So to keep it from dragging on, we'd go ahead and sim out. But the main thing is we need to try to clinch a divisional championship here and find ourselves into the playoffs. So let's sim this game against the Bears with our fingers crossed. And break out that red carpet because your Georgia-only squad has clinched the division. Not cleanly, as we did barely pull off a win here against the Bears, 34-31. We did drop the game against the Titans 28-23, but the Saints, who were next up behind us, also lost, keeping a 2-game advantage with only 1 game left. So we'll take a quick look at what happened in these 2 games. Just a brief overview of the stats. And in this one against the Bears, Matthew Stafford, 267 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, no sacks, completed 74% of his passes. Only 3.2 yards on average rushing for Jerick McKinnon. Don't know why James Cook didn't play in this game. Didn't say he was injured, so not quite sure, but he did at least get a touchdown. Sony Michel got some carries, averaged 3.6 per carry. George Pickens back in the end zone again, 97 on 11. Mecole Hardman had a touchdown, 37 on 4. And Carl Glenn, another touchdown, 25 on 3. The defense led in tackles by Nakobe Dean and Monty Rice. And I believe in this one, or maybe it was the next one, Quay Walker was injured, got injured in practice. So he's fine now, though, so all good. 2 tackles for a loss for Floyd, as well as one by Dean and Wyatt. And 2 sacks, one by Floyd and one by Monty Rice. Did we happen to get any INTs? No. And in the Titans' loss, Matthew Stafford had 242 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, sacked twice, and completed 68% of his passes. Cook was back in this game, but didn't play very well. Only 2.6 yards a carry, did have a touchdown. However, he did lead us in the passing game, though, 83 yards on 7 catches. Carl Glenn, back in the end zone again, 49 on 4. George Pickens had another touchdown, 36 on 4. And in this game, we were definitely led in tackles by Nakobe Dean with 12. He also had 2 tackles for a loss, which was not the best. Devontae Wyatt had 3. Leonard Floyd also had 2, and Jordan Davis had 1. And only 1 sack going to Jordan Davis. And again, no interceptions. So in week 18, do we have anything to really play for? Besides just pride? No, we're definitely not going to get the 1 seed. So we'll just go ahead and sim it. Fingers crossed no one gets injured, knock on wood. And we'll go ahead and wrap out the regular season knowing that we're headed into the playoffs. And the regular season comes to an end with a resounding victory over the Carolina Panthers, 28-9, only allowing 3 field goals. It's not too bad, at least assuming field goals. It could have also been a touchdown that they missed the extra point. But we'll finish off by taking a quick look at the stats of the game. 267 passing yards again, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, no sack, and completed 70% of his passes. Cook, much better game, running 4.3 yards a carry and a touchdown. Not too bad for McKinnon and Sony Michel as well. Receiving-wise, Pickens, another touchdown, 89 on 7. McKenzie, a touchdown, 65 on 7. And no touchdown this time for Carl Glenn, who had 42 on 6. Defensively, not a whole lot of tackles for a certain individual. 3-way tie up top with Tyson Campbell, Lorenzo Carter, and Quay Walker. Had quite a few tackles for a loss, 2 for Carter, 1 for Quay Walker, and 1 for Stokes, Davis, and Floyd. And we had 5 sacks, 2 for Devontae Wyatt, and then 1 for Jordan Davis, Nakobe Dean, and Adam Gotsis. As for total regular season stats, Matthew Stafford finishes with 4,260 passing yards, 37 touchdowns, 20 interceptions, completed 66% of his throws. Rushing, James Cook surpasses 1,000, averaging 4.1 yards a carry, 11 touchdowns, 1 interception. McKinnon had 3 rushing touchdowns, and Sony Michel had 1. Receiving-wise, Mecole Hardman, over 1,000 yards, 1,141, 13 touchdowns, with Isaiah McKenzie having 871, 5 touchdowns. George Pickens, 850 with 11 touchdowns. Carl Glenn in his first year playing tight end, 514 yards, 6 touchdowns. And James Cook an additional 503 yards and 1 touchdown. Down the line, Albert Wilson also had a touchdown, and I believe he was the last of them. And I know we harped a little bit on Ben Jones today, but I do want to point out he didn't allow a single sack this year, so we'll give him a little love. And over on defense, Nakobe Dean led the team in tackles with 152. That is a lot. Next up was Quay Walker with 117. Tackles for a loss leader, Nakobe Dean with 12. Leonard Floyd had 11. Lorenzo Carter 9. Quay Walker 7. 5 for Jordan Davis, Devontae Wyatt, and Adam Gotsis. 2 for Lewis Seen, Chandon Sullivan, and Eric Stokes. And then 1 for Tyler Clark. Our sack leaders, because they tied Lorenzo Carter and Devontae Wyatt with 7.5. 6.5 for Leonard Floyd, 4.5 for Jordan Davis, 3.5 for Nakobe Dean, 2 for Quay Walker and Adam Gotsis, 1 for Monty Rice and Jordan Jenkins. That was a sack fumble, and then half a sack for Tyson Campbell, DeAndre Baker, and Juanye Thomas. Your interception leader was also Nakobe Dean, who just had a fantastic year. This is Pro Bowl at least level kind of play. Tyson Campbell had 3, as well as Chandon Sullivan, one of which I know was a pick 6. Monty Rice had 2, and then Leonard Floyd, Juanye Thomas, Lewis Seen, also the pick 6, and Tay Crowder had 1. And Young Hoku finished 14 of 18 on field goals, 54 of 54 on extra points. So at least he was hitting the free ones. Field goals left a little bit to be desired. But that leaves us here at Wild Card Weekend, where we are set to face off against the predicted team that we saw earlier, the Seattle Seahawks. They finished 13-4, and they have Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. So this will be a tough first matchup. If you're new to this series and have not watched any of the state-only challenges prior to this, being California, Ohio, and Florida, then you might not know. When we get to the playoffs, it slows down. 1 game per episode. But you have the chance to get more videos a week. Meaning every time that one of these playoff games get posted, if you guys hit a like goal, and we'll say 50, same as the last time. You hit 50 likes, I will have the next video up tomorrow. So this first playoff game will be on Wednesday. If we win and you guys hit that 50 like goal, next video is on Thursday. And it'll be the same thing until either we finish the challenge by winning the Super Bowl or we lose a playoff game. Hopefully we don't lose a playoff game because I've yet to lose one on this channel. So that is where we are. Year 2, the first team, the first state-only challenge to reach the playoffs by season 2. All the other ones have been season 3 or 4. So, Georgia, living up to expectations. Make sure you stick around and subscribe if you're not already subscribed so you don't miss out on any of these future games. Like I said, this series is posted on Wednesday as well as Saturday, which is today, so you should know that. But posted every Wednesday and Saturday. I have a traditional series as well, posted every Monday and Thursday. Or traditional franchise, I should say, posted every Monday and Thursday. So 4 videos a week and potentially maybe a 5th or 6th coming in the near future with a non-football game that is set to release early February. So keep an eye on Twitter. It's the name there. It's also linked down in the description below for updates on that. But until next time, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you later. Bye.